courage. Be brave. Be bold.
Do you want to sit in that chair, or are you going to?
It all ends right now. Welcome to Just Rita, a show that empowers women all over the world to be the best version of themselves.
Oh.
No matter where you come from, that will not dictate who you will be.
Oh. Holy volume.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, no matter where you are in the world. I want to welcome you in to the Just Rita Real Talk live radio show with Blog Talk Radio Live. And we're also at www.justritarealtalk.com. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, there you go. We got Cindy there, Ray's there. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I got a treat for you in a little bit.
Now, right?
Yeah, I've got a treat for you in a little bit, though.
Oh.
So you might want to hold on. So, oh my gosh, you guys, we had some technical difficulties, and
yeah, it was a little much.
It was a little much. I couldn't connect to Skype.
Can't take that kind of stress.
That
before
was
a show.
crazy, and I have been ready and prepared. I had different sound bites prepared, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like when you get stressed out like that.
I don't like it when I get stressed out like that because I had everything easy peasy, and then it's like...
And then you were angry.
Boom! all of a sudden.
And then you were just angry.
Exactly, because it's like, you know what? It really is. Here's the thing, right? I put myself out there in such a huge way, and I always wanted to go perfectly. However, I know that there's going to be bugs and snafus and all those wonderful things. But when you're in the thick of it, I don't have anybody else to rely on. I don't have like a producer saying, don't worry, sit back, I got it, and I can just sit here and look pretty. No, I've got to be the producer as well and be like, oh my God, what just happened?
Wow, you wore that hat perfectly because you were angry for a minute.
I was angry for a minute because I've been working on like sound bites. I have been working on making sure that the show is running smoothly, things are put in. So when you guys go to, when you're on Facebook, you can go to my site, Rita Doman, and you're going to see what to click on. And then it'll take you right to Blog Talk Radio. So you kind of want to listen to both because Blog Talk Radio also has like my intro, music, sound bites that I use, that kind of thing, as well as you get to watch us have fun and play on Facebook Live, right? So it's like 2 shows in one, which I absolutely love and adore. But it just drives me nuts when I have to rely on myself to do something. But that's the only way you're going to learn is when you're actually thrown into the fire and have to figure it out for yourself. Exactly. It's like, oh my God, help me. It's crazy, crazy. Yes. Oh. Oh my God. And so here we are. We have got Suzanne Carlisi in the house. Say hello.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be back.
God.
It's always good to be here.
Yes, exactly. Suzanne, I need you to put your headphones back on for a second.
All right.
So Suzanne has no idea what's to come, but I want to have you hear something I think you'll quite enjoy. And so everybody else, I hope you're tuning in with the Blog Talk Radio because it's amazing what you're going to hear. You ready for it? You ready for it? There it goes.
Nope.
Oh, those are fireworks.
There's nothing happening.
What do you mean?
There's nothing. Oh, no. Try it now. Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Suzanne. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks.
And that was flat. Nobody said I was a singer.
Thanks.
I clicked on the fireworks. So the fireworks are there for you.
Nice.
Suzanne, for your birthday.
Awesome. I love it. Oh, my birthday.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm telling you, July is like the best month to have birthdays.
Well, I was at the end of June.
Oh, you were at the end of June.
June
well,
29th. That's okay. I haven't seen you.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm. You sang
you know
on my
what,
Facebook.
though? I did sing on your Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
I always put myself out there in
You
like the
always
most
wanted to be a
ridiculous
singer. I
ways.
know.
Honest to God, I really do.
You wanted to be a singer secretly.
I did want to be a singer secretly. In fact, I was in choir when I was in grade school and all through high school. I even did a little dabbling in a church choir, but the church didn't work out for me. So I stopped singing, and now I've pretty much lost my voice anyway. So,
well,
it's all the screaming and yelling that I do.
When you get a chance, you sing.
I do sing when I get a chance. I really do. I'm best in the shower.
Oh.
I love singing in the shower when nobody's home.
Only I know how good I am then.
Oh my gosh. Can you believe it is July 6th?
No. I was actually in the middle of my workday today and was like, well, I have to do expense reports because they're due on Monday.
Oh my gosh. July 6th. Hey, Dawn. Dawn is out there. Oh my gosh. There's like so much fun. Cindy says happy birthday to you as well.
You.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. Thank you.
I cannot believe it. Like it's, you know, when you think about the end of, when you're at the end of summer and you feel like, oh my gosh, the 4th of July has like come and went. It's almost like the 4th of July is the milestone. And here we are already. We've surpassed the 4th of July. Like it came and it went and we were good to go.
Yep. I say all the time, as I get older, time goes by faster.
I swear to God, I keep telling everybody, I'm still stuck in April.
Yeah, I'm not. I always feel like because my birthday falls the weekend, like right before 4th of July, it's always been, you know, everyone was out of town 4th of July, whatever, so I always am like, oh, once 4th of July comes and everyone starts coming back from their vacations and August starts school in the middle of the month.
I know, because August is going to be starting in like literally in a month.
Yeah. We're all, and as soon as I start thinking kids back to school, I start to be like, oh, winter's coming again.
I know. I was just telling it to my husband. I was like, why is it that the winter months last forever? Hey, Dina, I'm so glad you're here. Like the winter months last forever, and we get like the nice weather for a spit. You know, like a couple of months.
We live in Chicago. We get 9 and 3.
Oh my gosh.
3 months of summer, maybe.
Maybe. And then
9 months of everything else.
Yes.
And it's usually just slime of some sort. Rain, snow.
Oh my gosh.
Tornadoes, hail. I mean, can we get more rain?
I know,
what is happening
right?
Already. I'm over it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so you didn't actually see my snazzy new.
Ooh.
My
nice
snazzy new flashlights that I got.
I bet you weren't worried when your power was flickering.
No. So we've got the light on you.
Thanks.
Yes, they're LEDs, so I probably shouldn't have shined that bright on
Probably
you.
not.
But here is my gift to you.
Awesome, thanks.
So I'm always shining bright on your greatness.
In my life, I love it.
I know, Dina's there. So I got them from Dina.
At CDM
at CDM. Well, Allie, and then Allie works for Dina. And at CDM Promotions. So you guys want to click on that to get some really cool snazzy gifts.
Dina hustles us all out.
She really does. She really does. But the coolest thing is because I say that I'm a flashlight shining on your greatness.
She's quite the sales pimp. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right?
Dina, I love you. I know you're listening. I'm so messing with you.
Oh, and she loves that item. I know. They are so adorable, you guys. You got to have a Just Rita Real Talk flashlight. So whenever you're feeling down and blue, just pick it up, shine it bright on you, and you'll feel green and happy.
Not in your eye. It's an LED.
No, I went to my bright shining smile. See?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. It is happy Just Rita Real Talk Thursday.
Happy hour.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine? What have you been up to these like blah blah blah
Yep.
past few weeks?
Well, I'm getting ready to move. 2 weeks from today, I'm getting my keys to my new place.
So oh my God, that is exciting.
I'm starting to get all of my new purchases, like my new like bedding set. I started to become an Amazon shopper, and it makes me sad.
Why?
Because while it's cheaper, I feel like I'm not really helping the local mom and pop brick and mortars. I feel like I'm taking a business away. So,
well, what is it that you're shopping for on Amazon that you feel like you're not helping your
I bought
fellow
bedding.
people? Oh, I think this one's mine.
Yeah, I didn't drink that one. I bought bedding, like a new comforter set, a new duvet, like all of that good stuff. What else did I buy? I bought a headboard online, but I bought it from Sam's Club online. It was Sam's Club.
Well, sometimes you have to do what you got to do when you've got a tight budget.
But it's so cute. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. It's always good to shop local, but when you have to go elsewhere to get a better deal, you've got to do it.
Yep. Well,
she's a hustler. Dina's a hustler, not a pimp.
No, and a pimp, I think it's
and a pimp. A hustler and a pimp. That's true. That's true. I can't see very well. My eyes are...
You should probably get new glasses.
No, I just got these. I actually have another appointment on Monday because I got a problem going on with the left eye. I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so I got to figure out what that problem is. But, okay, so you got a headboard. You got a new bedspread, sheets, duvet. What else did you get?
What else am I purchasing? I think that's all I've purchased so far. But I've been purchasing things for work. You know what I purchased? It's the coolest thing, even though it's for work. Work purchased it for me.
Yeah.
A under the desk elliptical. So when I'm in my desk, I'm just like pedaling away, like I'm going somewhere, but I'm not going anywhere.
Does that actually work? Does that actually help you burn calories?
It does not count in your steps, because apparently for Fitbit to count your steps, you just have to shake your arm around. And you're making steps. Because sometimes it tells me, like, hey, great job on that. And I'm like, I didn't even walk anywhere. But okay.
How much is something like that?
I think my elliptical for under the desk is like $140.
Wow.
Yeah. But
your people must really like you.
They're all about healthy employees. And it makes you a better employee. And I'm not going to lie. When I'm sitting there, if I put my feet on it, I automatically feel like I just need to start making a move. So...
Are you serious?
I'm burning calories. Yeah, I'm burning calories. I burned like 400 calories. Like, I got it yesterday. And in like 5 hours I burned, like, and obviously I'm not doing it consistently, but you know, when you realize you're not doing it, you start doing it again. So I'm hoping it'll help me burn some calories.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I just need to get my derriere to the gym.
Same.
I keep thinking about it.
I really want to try to get there.
I'm sure I burn a lot of brain calories thinking about it. I really do.
If only
If only
it translated to real weight calories.
Getting in the car and actually get to the gym, do my thing. Well, and this is really my biggest thing that I think about, because it is a chore, because I have short hair, so my hair looks like holy hell when I get up. And then I don't want to shower. Hey, Andy, I don't want to go to the shower.
Put a hat on. You'll burn more calories because you'll sweat more.
Oh, maybe I should.
Just put a cap on.
Maybe I should. Just do it. Just bite the bullet into it, and just do it.
Like
all right.
He says.
I might start that then, maybe Sunday or something, because I'm busy tomorrow.
I'm busy tomorrow.
It's so true, and I'm busy on Saturday. Maybe Sunday. Sunday might be a good effort. I might start on Sunday. Maybe I'll do Sunday and go to the gym and do something and get going. Because I'm actually starting to, slim down a little bit, which I'm very happy.
Yes, you look like you're losing.
Thank you. Yeah, I noticed my face for sure, too. Yes, I am off of food, really.
Oh, wow.
I just eat pretty much whole food, real food. Nothing processed, out of a box, bread, grains, milk, no dairy, no ice cream.
See, right there, you lost me.
But you know what? You can make other things with ice cream. You can make different substitutes. You can mix like strawberries and bananas and make an ice cream mix. Add a little, and you could do that. But I'm not going to get into that stuff because I have to get off of all of it.
Got it.
So it is what it is. But
sugar is not our friend.
Sugar's not my friend. Mm-hmm. Not my friend at all. I mean, I've tried to be best friends.
I really tried. I pushed it so hard. The
sugar is just not grateful. It's so mean to me.
I know.
It causes me severe pain and inflammation. It's like, I hate you. But I'm like, I love you.
But I just want to be your friend. Please.
And it doesn't want to be my friend. So that's not my problem if you don't want to be my friend.
Correct.
So
you're moving on.
So I'm moving on. I find it better. You know what I've really enjoyed a lot of is excuses are like buttholes. Oh my God, Andy. I definitely have one. And I definitely have an excuse. Oh my gosh, you're so funny. But what was I just going to say?
I'm not sure. You didn't say it.
I don't know. I have no idea. Gone.
Let's do angel cards.
Angel cards. Angel
Is it
cards.
time?
Well, what else have you been up to? Like, we haven't talked to you.
So I'm going to Florida next week.
So that's exciting.
On Friday. Yeah, I get Friday. I get in Friday night around midnight-ish.
Are you going back to Miami?
I am going to Miami. And then I have Saturday and Sunday to myself, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we have business meetings. So I just kind of stretch it a little bit.
You have Saturday and Sunday to yourself in Miami?
So check it out. I'm getting a hotel that's right in downtown Miami.
Where?
It's called the Gale on South Beach.
Oh my gosh.
It's 3 minutes from where we're staying.
Yeah.
From like where the meeting is, so I'll be able to just walk over. And they have a shuttle that'll take you all around to like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So if I do want to go do any sightseeing, I could. But I'm a little nervous. I'm going to confess, I've never taken an Uber. And since today's show is, I think, about fears, I remember you saying.
Yes.
I have this fear of taking an Uber, and this is how ridiculous my fear is. Let's talk it out.
Let's
talk it out. So I've never taken an Uber.
Okay.
And everyone's like, oh, you're going from the airport to the hotel, get an Uber. And I'm like, so I'm just going to get in the car with a stranger? Like, what? I don't really know that I like that.
Don't you get into a car
with a stranger?
Cab?
In a cab.
With a cab?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why it's different, but I feel like, so I'm just getting in, like, this dude's car. Why is it different with a cab? I don't know.
Probably why it's different with a cab is because everybody knows the cab driver. The cab driver's bonded, licensed.
Yeah, maybe.
You've got that plastic barrier between the two of you.
They could still kill you, kidnap you, sell you in a sex
But they're not
slave.
going to, because then they're going to lose their job, and they're not interested in that, right?
Right. So Uber, maybe that's the fear with Uber, is Uber's like, hey, it could be this.
But here's the thing. If they get bad reviews, it brings down their
I know.
count.
I've been trying to talk myself through it, and I think I'm just going to end up having the car service that they picked me up last time. I think I'm just going to have them pick me up again.
Well, you know what, though? Here's the thing. Look at it this way. There's a lot of people who are working Uber because they need to provide for their families, and they need the extra money.
It would be a form of shop local.
It would be a form of shop local. And not only that, they're not going to risk it. The only thing you have to worry about is somebody getting in the car who's going to kill you and them, because a lot of Uber drivers are being assaulted.
Right.
So
some people say Lyft is better. I don't know the difference between Uber
and
Lyft.
Uber and Lyft is exactly the same. You've got somebody who's working for Uber or somebody who's working for Lyft, and you literally schedule everything with them.
Is one cheaper than the other?
I have no idea.
Oh, have you ever Ubered?
No.
Have you ever Lyfted?
No.
Okay.
But I know Ubers and Lyfts.
Yes.
So I know people who do it.
I do too. They do it at
so
work all the time.
you know what I mean?
Like,
so it's
why
like,
am I so scared of this? Why am I
because
so
first,
weirded
one,
out?
you're in Miami by yourself.
Yep.
2, you have to deal with your own self and
Yep.
worry about your own self. And that's what you're more worried about. You're actually not worried about the drivers. You're worried about being in a place by yourself.
My own anxiety, like, what
that's what you're afraid of. But here's the thing. You can break out of a huge shell, and you are going to have an amazing experience, because the person who is picking you up is probably going to be awesome. He's going to tell you where the hot spots are to go. You'll have a connection with him. You can call him anytime you want, and he will pick you up, or she will pick you up, and you can go get your Uber.
You might be selling me, Rita.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy.
As of this morning, I was just going to call the car service and deal with the $100.
No, because then you'd have to deal with the $100, and then when you create a connection with the Uber guy or gal, then they will be at your disposal. So they'll say, "Hey, contact me, and I'll take you wherever you need to go." And then you've got a relationship, you've got a trust, and then if you're taking care of them, they're going to take care of you.
I might be sold a little bit more. I'm closer to sold than I was before.
You should just do it, because it's an experience that you need to do, obviously. You need to break your fears.
I don't want to get sex trafficked.
You're not going to get sex trafficked.
So,
Trust me, Uber is not into sex trafficking because they're not. Otherwise, you know what I mean? It's not going to happen.
Weird place. I've seen the movie Ransom. Freaks me out.
Oh my gosh, you watch too much. That's TV. Even though stuff like that happens.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Even though it's real.
You could worry about, being at the grocery store with your niece and nephew and somebody picking up your niece and nephew while at the store.
About it now. It's so terrible. I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you? Just get in the cart. Just
exactly.
Get over here. It's terrible.
So you could be just as freaky about that. That'll happen easily.
Yeah.
More easy than you.
I couldn't see my niece for a second, and I was like, where are you? And she came around and she's like, I'm right here. I'm like, get right by my side.
Wait a minute. I think I've done an Uber before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's really not a big deal.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Just do it. You're
right.
fine with it. Oh my gosh.
Maybe the cards will say I should do it.
I'm sure they will. We'll see, because I felt the energy pretty heavy when I was preparing myself for the cards. But
Tell me what you've been up to.
Have been up to a lot of things lately. So Emily is there and Charlotte's there. Hello, you guys. So glad that you joined. What have I been up to? Oh my gosh. I have actually started putting a plan together for my business, the coaching, the life coaching, and creating.
Are you coaching yourself?
No, I always have a coach.
Okay.
I do not coach myself because one who coaches themselves is very stupid. Because of course I'm perfect and I do this and I do that and I've got all these great ideas. But in reality, you have to have somebody else coach you because otherwise you won't get out of your own way.
Got it.
You have to have somebody else do it for you. So I definitely have coaches.
Oh,
but
look at Cindy busting out the Uber and Lyft side by side.
See,
thanks, Cindy,
there you go.
See,
now Cindy is like all on it. Yep. Exactly. So, no, I get coached, but I've got like different little packages that I'm doing. And then I just created an idea of wedding bell coaching. So, like for instance, for people who, the brides need coaching because they always think that they're going to have this wonderful, blissful time. But then when you're dealing with everybody and everybody's ideas and who's paying for what, you're always crying, pulling your hair out. There's always drama.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and you could avoid that kind of thing. And with the mother and mother-in-law, mothers and mother-in-laws have a really tough time letting go of their children. The groom's mothers, the bride's mothers, they need a little help to stay on their side of the line so they don't, cross over and try to help too much. That causes the bride to have,
I think it's a great idea.
Nightmares and stuff like that. So, yeah, I came up with that. I was like, oh, my God. So, yeah, there's all kinds of different things I'm putting in perspective. I started, hey, Rebecca. I started answering phones for a law firm when their receptionist is gone, and then the backup is gone, or vice versa, to relieve them for lunch. So I work like an hour and a half a day when the receptionist is gone. Nice. So I've done that. Friday, I worked Monday, and it is crazy working for 15 lawyers.
I'm sure.
Yes, I got connected with my sister-in-law, Wendy. She's amazing.
Nice.
And so she's
always
like...
good for a hookup?
Always good for a hookup, because I didn't even have a resume put together. And so when I called my boss, Marty, and he's like, well, when do you want to come in? I'm like, today. I go, I'm like, are you expecting a resume? He goes, well, do you have one? I said, no, I haven't had one for quite some time.
Nope, I sure do not.
No, and I have had, hey, Melissa, I have had computer meltdown, so God only knows where my actual...
Right, because nobody keeps paper anything anymore.
Right, exactly. And I'm just not interested in really having a full-time corporate job.
The fear of if the computers and technology ever go down. Oh my God.
It would be all lost because everything is like pretty much
It'd be
paperless.
That's what
yeah,
it would be.
It's a nightmare. Even though I've got tons of paper in my office, but I'm trying to make it all work. You know what I've noticed? Hey, do you guys notice my eyebrows? I can't even tell. I can never. I got the stamps.
You did?
I did.
Do you love them?
I didn't at first, but now I know how to use them. So if you can see, my eyebrows are looking pretty snazzy.
Nice.
You know?
Good job, yeah.
So I've learned how to do the stamp. You just do it a little bit on each side, and then I use like that eyebrow, because I've just noticed, I'm like, oh yeah, it looks pretty good. The eyebrow stuff to make it sit there, and it doesn't. I was watching a video on Facebook once where the girl got, I don't know what she got. It must have been a spin-off of what this one is. And so you get 2 sets of eyebrows. And so she tried them and she looked ridiculous. She was going through a drive-through McDonald's saying, how do you like my eyebrows? Oh my gosh. So yeah, so that's what I've been up to. I've been busy working and preparing, stamping. Oh, and here's something exciting. So I am part of, I think I've talked to you about it, the co-op advertising movement. Yes. And so I'm a part of a core group. Andy is one of my partners in crime who is part of it. Hey, Nancy. And so we are putting on our very first event next Friday in Long Grove, Illinois.
Nice.
So I'm very excited about that. So July 14th at Long Grove Country Club, and we are doing our very first event. And it's a concept of being of service. So businesses being of service to each other, and then they will reciprocate it. And we're all doing it together. I feel like there's something over there. I don't know. That's weird. It's showing up. Oh, it's on my screen. So everybody is working together.
Never know who's going to stop by the show.
Exactly, right? And it's like everybody's helping each other grow their business and grow.
Very cool.
And everybody is trained in the same way. So they're expanding it in so many levels that everybody's going to have this concept. So it's not, if you're a business owner and you're tired of always giving people leads and giving people business and it's not being reciprocated, then this is the perfect avenue where you can be with like-minded people. And they also have a co-op talk every day from 9 until 10 a.m. in the morning on Facebook. You can go to that group and click on it and join it, and then you can hear all the different conversations that they do every day and the different businesses. So I've been on it once.
Cool.
I'll probably be on it a few more times. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. So we're doing our first event next Friday. So
very exciting.
I guess I have been a little busy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Everybody's busy. It's that time of year. Now it's the summer. People are trying to cram everything in before it gets cold and yucky again.
I know, right? It really is. So, well, here's the time, right? So let's see how all this works out with our angel card reading. We'll see how it works out. I tried doing this one, but we'll see. Okay. I think you can probably hear it.
I feel like I should put my earphones on.
Yes.
Oh, I hear something.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, yeah. I hear it.
There we go. We're gonna close that out.
It got very loud.
It did. Okay. So here is the thing. I gotta now rework it because now it didn't work the way I was hoping to. But so the angel card readings, I do this all the time at the beginning of the show. I tried having really awesome sound effect with the music coming in, but it didn't work out right. The first sound bit, it didn't take, and so we just did it again, and it took the whole thing, and I don't know. Anywho, but it doesn't make sense to me because the other one works, so I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that.
You have to play with it when you are not under fire, because you did not... You are not my normal friend at that moment.
I was so proud of myself because I've got all the sound bits
went from
and
normal
everything.
to not. To not. What is going on? I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys. So with the cards, this is amazing. So with angel cards, I always encompass the energy. I ask the angels, you know, for me, for my guests, for everybody who's listening, and throw out any of the cards for me that we all need to hear as a collective. So you could be going through something, you could be having something exciting happening, whatever it is, the cards never lie. And so here we go. So the very first card of the day will be listening. Oh my God, that is awesome. Listening. Can you imagine? So listening is a card that your angels are trying to help you, guide you. They're trying to direct you in a way that you need to be. And so if you're not listening, you are kind of stagnant. You could be feeling like you're up against a wall because you don't know where to go. And every time you keep trying to go somewhere and it's like, nope, 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 but you still keep going in that same direction, you've got to listen to what's being said to you. So it's your guides that are telling you, your angels are telling you, you've got to start listening. You know, it's that intuition. You know when you're driving down the road and something says to you, you better turn here. And you're like, well, wait a minute, I don't go there all the time. And you don't turn, and then you find trouble ahead or traffic or whatever. But then if you turn, if you actually listen to what's being said to you, you turn, then either something great happens or you get somewhere faster, you run into something, you see a sign, whatever the case may be, that's what happens. So you have to start listening to what's being said to you. So listen to your gut, listen to the ideas that are coming into your mind, listen to, you know, if you already have an idea to go to Uber and you're like out on the outside fighting it, but on the inside it's like, it's fine, take the Uber, because you don't know how you're going to help that Uber person and you don't know how that Uber person's going to help you. And if you listen to the guidance, all is well in love and war. So listening, that's amazing. That's a great card. Okay. And here's the thing too, you guys. I never see the cards anymore until I actually reveal them. So as I see them, you see them, it's always a surprise. That's why I'm like, oh my God, because I'm listening. And that is in itself shocking. Okay. The second card is retreat. Okay. So retreat, which you're going to be retreating, going to the ocean. So this card means that you've got a lot going on in your world. So you need to take in a deep breath and go within and start calming yourself down, start relaxing, because when you start reaching, be able to hear and listen what is being guided to you. So that is very important. So when you are listening and retreating, then you're going to be able to hear what's being said. So that is really cool. I love that. Third card, divine timing. Oh my God, I love it. Divine timing. Everything happens in divine timing. You may not understand what is going on in your world right in this moment, but as soon as you take a step back, you calm down, breathe, let it pass, everything happens for a reason. So whatever happened for us today, I don't know what that divine timing is, but we'll figure it out. It will reveal itself. So a lot of times, divine timing is all about everything coming together right at the precise time it needs to be. So if you're taking an Uber to, you know, from the airport in Miami to your hotel, you don't know what kind of a connection the two of you are going to make. He could be, or she could be, or maybe it's a he, the love of your life, right? Or maybe your new best friend, you don't know. Or you're going to be able to be taken care of while you're driving around. You have somebody to call upon if you need help. There's all these different things that could be happening. You know, divine timing, everything happens perfectly. If you're waiting for a job opportunity, divine timing. Yes. Everything works the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even like when I did this the interview, I really wasn't expecting much, nothing. I didn't bring anything to show them that I'm awesome, and just my conversation along. Everything just helps in divine timing. So I get to bring a couple of bucks extra home, you know, whatever, and I get connected to more people.
Nice.
So everything works out for a reason. So, and it gets me out of the house more, so I'll probably make it to the gym a little bit more. So I'm not always just in the house working. All right, the last card. It made me do 4 cards this time. So, study. Wow, study. So that is a very good card. And that's an amazing card because I am learning how to do webinars. I'm learning how to write my book. I'm learning how to do all kinds of things right now. So you guys are probably doing the same exact thing, whatever that is. We're all pretty much doing the same, except our details are different. You know, I have a real estate company that I'm working with, learning real estate and all that kind of stuff. So I have to get back to studying. So that's a big thing. So everything that you could be doing, or what you're trying to get involved in, you have to study, you have to learn about it, take a couple of classes, ask somebody, ask for help, those kinds of things. That's what you need to do. So, our cards, the story of this is you've got to start listening. Yeah. And when you retreat, you're going to be able to hear the messages that are being given to you and guiding you so you are on the right path. And then you are going to come to this awesome revelation because everything happens in divine timing. And when you study, everything is going to open up for you. You are going to be everywhere where you need to be. You're going to be receiving the income that you need. You're going to receive the abundance of people that you need, love, life, whatever it may be for you. That is how it all works out. So those are the readings, or the angel card reading for today. I love it. So now we're just going to go off into our little world. So yes, absolutely. And yeah, I'm really excited. So if you guys ever want to look at, get read by me, you're more than welcome to go to my website because I have that all there at JustRitaRealTalk.com, and you can see all the stuff that I have available. And that's all divine timing, and maybe that's why, because I just gave you an awesome reading, and I had all these examples, and that's why my sound bit didn't work.
So you could be ready with other information.
So I could be ready with other stuff. And so that is how it all works. I love it. So one more time, you guys, you've got listening, then you've got retreating so that you can hear what's going on and understand divine timing. So everything's working out for your highest good. It's all in divine timing. Don't give up and study. Study, study, study. Even though if you don't like studying or you're not a book person or whatever the case may be, go to YouTube. YouTube will help you. All you have to do is listen and you'll be good to go. So, awesome. That's it.
Yay.
Yay. So there we are. That's with the show. All right then, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I promised you, I gave everybody kind of like a teaser today.
Oh yeah?
About what we're going to be talking about, what's really behind fear. And so I have been listening to Darren Daly all the time. And he is a guy, he's a coach, and Darren Daly talks about all kinds of different things. So when you are focusing in your life, he can help you pull your head out of your derriere. And that's one of the things I love about him, because I can, as a coach myself, our heads get stuck there too. And so people don't realize that we too have coaches and we listen to different people. I go to seminars all the time getting more information. I've got coaches that are near me that coach me all the time. So I have my mentors, coaches, all that. And it's always great to be able to hear, new stuff all the time. And one of the things that he was talking about was like with the 4th of July. He did this great thing with the 4th of July. I know I'm going to use my sound bites today, you guys. And and so he was talking about being free, but then we're never really free because we are shackled to our fears.
I can see that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody is living a life, right? So even, oh my gosh, this is going to be perfect. I think I'm just going to keep the cards right here. Okay. So, for instance, fear, stops a lot of people. Really stops everybody. Okay. And most people talk about either whether they're afraid of success or they're afraid of failing. What would you say you're afraid of?
I have a couple things I would say I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of, I guess failing would be a word for it. I'm a little older now. I'm still single, I've had those moments where I'm like, oh man, I don't want to grow old alone.
Right.
So I have a fear of that. I guess in a sense that's failing because, kind of. I don't know is it failing but I have a fear of it.
But here's something when you think about it. When people are single, it doesn't mean that they're failing in any way. It just means that you're a strong individual who is not going to accept anyone, because then that would be a failure.
This is true. Sometimes I wonder if it's more me than I actually think it is.
What do you mean?
Well, like I've been by myself for a really long time. So, I mean, I've had like the occasional guy come, for a couple months, couple weeks, whatever. But I mean, it's not like, you know what I mean? Like I've been alone I took a 4-5-year hiatus, really, 4-year hiatus on a relationship. So maybe it's like, oh, now I'm just at the point where I am choosing it, even though I'm saying I'm afraid of it. Does that make sense, kind of?
It does make sense of it, because here's the thing, too. You are very confident in who you are. Like and this is the greatest thing, you don't need someone to complete you.
Nope.
You already complete yourself.
Yes, and I have a family who is pretty much like right there. I mean, mostly my niece and my nephew, really. Like I literally feel like complete with them, like around them.
So with you, you're not even alone. That's not even the word to use, that you're alone. I would say you are living your life.
Yeah. I'm not waiting, for sure. I'm not waiting.
Right. So.
And most days, I don't even care if it ever happens. But there are those days where I'm like, oh man, what if I die and I don't have anybody? Then what? And those are the mornings I'll call my best friend and be like, hey dude, if I die, like you just got to make sure someone calls my work.
Well, first of all, when you die, you'll probably have a plethora of people at your funeral saying, oh my God, she was so awesome. She was so much fun.
Funny, not so funny. It's so weird. But like when my dad passed, that was my joke, because so many people came. You forget that wakes, and funeral services are not only for the people who've passed, but they're for the living as well.
Right.
There were so many people. I looked at my brother and I started laughing, and he goes, what? I said, man, I didn't think this many people liked Dad. And we started laughing so hard, and he's like, we are the worst kids ever. Like, that was like our comic relief for a second. So when you say that, I'll be interested to see. Because I'll be able to be like, oh, I know how many were my dad's, so how many are you?
But you know what, though? Here's the thing. You are a firecracker. You have a fantastic personality.
Thanks.
Whenever you are around people, and I've seen it, people are like, you're like a firefly that everybody like goes right to.
Well, thanks.
Everybody wants to be around you. So that's something where you have to take stock in who you are as a human being. You don't need somebody. You don't need like somebody on your arm or being on somebody else's arm in order to make a...
Exactly. So my best friend is getting married in 2 weeks now. 3 weeks. 3 weeks from Saturday. Anyways. 2 weeks from Saturday, sorry. Anyways, she goes, are we going to bring a date? And I was like, yeah, maybe. And I thought about it, and here I am like, I don't want to be alone forever. And then I'm like, oh, bring a date. I got to babysit and like worry about... Do they know anyone? Are they talking to anyone? Show you around? Like, nah, I'm not bringing a date. I'm coming by myself. And I'm like, oh, look at that. I'm going to be by myself again. Like, I have this constant, like, I don't even know if it's struggle or fear or battle with myself of, like, don't be afraid of it. And then I'm like, oh, man.
Well, because you want to go to the wedding and have a good time. You don't want to be there babysitting somebody who doesn't know anybody.
Right.
Which totally makes sense. Now, if you are insecure, then you would probably bring a date because you don't want to go to the wedding by yourself. But that's not the case here. You're very independent.
Yeah.
You're very open to whatever. You know what, though? I'm telling you, I love independent people. I'm very independent myself. And when you have to rely on another person to enjoy something or to make an impression somewhere, then you're not secure with yourself. Like, I can go to a wedding by myself. I can go anywhere by myself. I really don't care. I'll even eat in a restaurant by myself. I love to go to the theater by myself and watch a movie.
I haven't done it yet.
But that's stuff that I enjoy. And when you can start to do things like that, that's when you are whole and complete with yourself. That's what makes you the catch of the day. So divine timing, somebody is going to come into your life who is going to be able to be with you in all your awesomeness.
The fear of alone.
No, you don't have to have the fear of alone, because you're going to find an independent man who wants somebody who's independent.
Yeah.
More men as we get older want independence.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, but whatever.
I mean, you're not planning on having children.
No way.
So
I'm
with
too old
that.
Now. Not that I don't love children. I'm just too old to have any.
Well, God, let's just say, I'm going to be in the front side of 50 soon. So I wouldn't want children at this time. Not that I can have any anyway, but I can't. You know what I mean? There's no way I would want a child at this time.
I'm honestly, I would be afraid now to have children. I think the world is really scary, and I think it's getting scarier every day. The things I read, the things I see, like, and those are obviously, it's a different kind of fear, but like, I have a niece and a nephew that are 4 and 8, and I'm just like, oh my God, what is the world coming to?
You know what? I had Frankie when Desert Storm broke out, and Frankie was a baby when
this is a whole new
the
animal.
Rodney King thing happened, and so it's
Simpson.
It's not any different of violence than it was way back then to there is
but
now.
I feel like there are, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, in the words of a child, like, to simplify it, there's different monsters now. Like, before, it was, don't turn your back because someone could grab your kid. And remember, like, when I was really little, I remember the story of that kid who got stolen in Florida, Adam Walsh, I think his name was.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They found him decapitated, but that whole thing, I think, is how that ended. Anyways.
Yes.
That was the big deal. That was the big scare when we were kids. And like, oh, the razor blades and the candy was the big scare at Halloween time when we were all kids.
Right.
My niece and my nephew are 4 and 8, and they're better on technology than I am. They have tablets. They have iPhones. Mommy, can I see your iPhone? They know what to do. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different monster now. It's one that not everybody's super familiar with because technology is forever evolving. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I feel like being a mom, if I were a mom now, I would be like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Well, let me see your phone. Let me see your tablet. What are you looking at?
Well, that's what you do as a mother.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that's what that's what you do as a mother. That's what I always did with Frankie. I always was.
Like, I find myself asking my nephew, like, everything okay at school? Nobody's being weird. Like, no teachers are, like, want to talk to you privately or anything.
Yeah.
He's like, no, Auntie Sue, why? I'm like, just checking, making sure you know. Like, and my brother laughs. He's like, I love that you do it, but I hate that you do it. And I'm like,
well, first of all, the first thing you need to do is stop watching and reading the news. That's the first thing.
I mean, it's just anything you read. It's everywhere. They instill,
but here's
like the shows that are on TV now. Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
You don't watch those things.
Yeah,
you watch like
Educated.
Big Brother.
No
I love
way.
that show. Oh my God. And Big Brother's back on. Cindy loves it.
No,
but
funny.
stuff like that. Reality. It's just so much
Cindy,
fun.
Look at that.
Oh
Suzanne
my gosh.
will be the great guy in Miami. Don't overlook him. It'll be the Uber driver, right, Cindy?
It probably won't be the Uber driver. He'll be like, I can help you, Suzanne.
Right. Hey, I got you.
No, but seriously, it's like, I don't even watch stuff like that anymore because you can get sucked into this whole abyss.
Oh,
you know, with 9/11
of everything.
It's terrible. And at some point, you're going to have to say, enough.
Yeah.
Because out in the world, but it doesn't have to be in your world.
Right.
And your world is what counts. And so if you can have a clear head, clear mind, open, but be smart about it, then you're going to live fine.
Yeah, I went the wrong way with fear. I went to, like, real fear.
I went to real fear when my son was born. And, you know, it was Desert Storm. I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe I'm bringing my baby into this whole world of war. What am I going to do? Because at that time, they were afraid that they were coming over to the United States. And I'm like, how do I have a baby like this? Then it was, you know, the whole Rodney King riots. And my babysitter for my son was Aunt Mabel in Maywood, Illinois. She's an amazing woman. She was like Aunt Jemima. You know what I mean? She literally looked like her. And I was like, we loved her. Frankie would go to, you know, the church with her. She got Frankie to eat soul food.
That's awesome.
I mean, she bought Frankie his very first little red tricycle. She was awesome. And it was so funny. She would tell me, she goes, I take Frankie to church and, you know, everybody were just smiling all the time with this little tiny white boy just loving Aunt Mabel and eating the food that they were eating. They just loved him.
That's awesome.
And so I was just like, oh, okay.
That's
so I realized.
Funny you brought up the Rodney King riots. I was just watching something the other day, and they were doing a whole thing on that. So it's so random that you just brought that up. Like,
well, I don't know. For whatever reason, it's divine timing.
Like, what is that all about?
Because that was a horrific time.
Yeah,
and it was a very violent time, and you couldn't go anywhere. So, I mean, I even had somebody take a brick and throw it at my car and made a dent in it when I was dropping my girlfriend off at her apartment. And so...
Yeah, I guess I didn't really... I was still young
stuff
then.
like that.
Yeah, I was younger then.
You know, you're just like, oh my God, it's real. But how you react to it,
yeah,
you know what I mean, is what's going to make or break you. So if you give in to the fear, then, you know, your life is going to be over. Because then you're not going to do anything or go anywhere or do anything. And what's going on with all the hatred in the world right now is all egos.
Yeah.
Not getting checked. Everybody is, you know, the ego is causing a lot of this fear and a lot of the anger. And when you don't acknowledge it and realize that some of these fights are not your fight, then people are going to do that. Who has a baby?
What?
I don't have a baby anymore. I had a baby. Frankie's now 25. But when Frankie was a baby, that's, you know,
that was the fear.
What happened then. Yeah.
I gotcha.
So it's totally different. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But stuff like that, you just have to realize that we create our fears as well.
Of course, for everything. I mean,
yes.
You know, I had started my new job and I was afraid of what if they asked me to do something and I don't know how to do it, or what if, or what if, or what if. So it's your own fear. You're right. It's all.
Right?
It's everything you make in your head way bigger than what it really is.
Exactly. So, like, being afraid to fail. You know, we fail every day, all day.
I do not fail.
You do. I do. Everybody does. We all fail, right?
Yeah, I was joking.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I failed to put the gas in the car that I wanted to get done today, so I didn't have to do it tomorrow.
I failed to go to the gym.
I failed to go to the gym.
Every day in my office, I walk past the door to go up the stairs, and I'm like, but I'm taking 3 flights of stairs. Like, walk right past the gym. To go to my car, walk right past the gym bags in the car.
Isn't that funny?
No, it's terrible.
Those are things that we do all day. We do it all the time. Oh, that she is going to meet.
I got it.
Oh.
I got what she's saying.
What?
So Cindy said, I'll meet a great guy in Miami. Don't overlook him. And I said, it's the Uber driver. And that's what Rebecca's saying. It's the Uber driver. He has the baby. I'm going to meet the Uber driver that has the baby. Because we were talking about babies. And if I was
there we go.
Got it. I follow now.
Everything goes shoo.
Yeah, I follow now. I just had to read it for a second. Gotcha, Rebecca.
I'm like multitasking. I can only be expected to do so much.
I know. And
you know what I
producing
mean?
and pushing buttons.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I know. I'm so
Sound
proud of
like-
myself
awesome.
that I was doing some button pushing and doing some sound effects. So that's really cool. I know. There goes the smiles and the laughing. I think that's awesome. But, yeah, so we do that. We fail all the time. And then the other thing, you know, people say, well, I'm afraid of success. Well, we're successful every day at the same time, too. So you can't be really afraid of wireless connection because I'm connected. I have Comcast. Quit failing me, Comcast. So we do this on a daily basis. Like, how many successes do you have in a day? What would you say your successes were today?
Ooh. I didn't knock down my monitor.
You didn't knock down your monitor, so that was a
success.
Yeah. And when you did knock down your monitor and you broke it, that was a fail.
That was a fail, yeah.
And did you get in trouble for it?
No.
No, they got you a new one.
I got a new docking station, I got an under my desk elliptical.
See? So that's a success. What else is a success for you today?
What else is a success for me today? I got here on time.
You got here on time?
Late. I was not late to work. I was on time all day.
See?
Yep. Although I did fail.
You got to places safely.
I did fail when I had a bacon cheeseburger from Five Guys for lunch.
Well, it's not, it's not a fail.
Oh, no, it was a fail.
Why?
Mayo, lettuce, onion, tomato.
But here's the thing. Do you eat them every day?
No. But
you can give yourself a treat every now and again.
I'm going to Miami in a week. I should not be eating a Five Guys double cheeseburger or cheeseburger.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're not going to change your whole physique of your body in like 5 days.
This is true.
So that's the pressure that you put on yourself, and because of the stigma of what women's bodies should look like.
I failed today because I ate that burger.
Oh my gosh. And I refuse to accept that.
Just kidding. Or I was successful because I ate the whole burger. I ate the whole burger.
You were very successful enjoying that entire burger. You know what's funny? I saw on Facebook, I mean, Facebook's the most wonderful thing in the world. There was a picture of a Barbie doll with Botox, you know, for the eyes, the lips, all this stuff with the body that went bad for a Barbie doll.
Barbie?
Oh my, yes. It was hilarious. Hilarious. If you look at the bodies that are actually in Miami, those are not normal bodies. Those are
I hate to tell you, a lot of the people in Miami are, I find people are starting to care less. I feel like that whole women can't be heavy stigma is definitely going away.
Well, that's fantastic because when I was in Miami, those bodies were not normal.
I'm sure some of them
And
are,
of course, you've got your balloon lips, you got the Botox, the cheek implants. You literally look like an alien, right? And your waist is not proportionate to your breasts or your derriere. None of it. It's like, come on now.
Yeah.
Give us a break. Give us the population a break.
Hey, beautiful people, give the rest of us a break.
Stop it. But you know, we're all beautiful people in our own little special way.
Joking. That's a joke my best friend and I have. She's like, you know, the beautiful people, because there was that song, the beautiful people.
That's right, the beautiful people.
Right? So like, it's a joke. Like we say that about certain, like when we're being sarcastic, you know.
Yes,
the beautiful
it's
people.
crazy. It's crazy.
The people like Real Housewives of. The beautiful people.
The beautiful people. We need housewives of McHenry County.
Oh, I wouldn't. Oh, look, I could never make a housewife show. That's awesome. I would just watch it.
What do you mean?
I'm not a housewife.
It doesn't matter. There's housewives on the shows that are not housewives either.
Oh, they just made it on because they're friends.
Yes. Honestly, that's how it works.
All right.
You have to be connected. So I think we should do McHenry County, Housewives of McHenry County.
There it is.
MCC, Housewives of MCC, McHenry County.
Was the burger great?
My gosh.
It was great. It was a great burger, Rebecca. It was a success. It was a very delicious burger.
I have not eaten fast food. I can't.
Okay, see, there's certain things about fast food. When you say fast food, I think McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, like that.
Not eating that in a long time.
I don't eat that ever anymore. No Taco Bell, no, like, none of that.
Neither.
Five Guys every once in a blue moon. I took my niece there for lunch when we had our Auntie Niece Day. And lunch for me and my niece was like almost $30 for me and a 4-year-old.
Isn't that crazy?
A burger for me, a burger for her. We split a fry and we each got 2 small drinks. And they were like 25, blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
that better be the best fry and burger on the planet.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
I can't even imagine. I think I've had their burger one time. That's it.
Tiffany, yeah. They have really good burgers.
Hey! Oh my God, Tiffany was on last week. She was so much fun. We were talking about essential oils.
You know what? I missed that show. I was really bummed because I know she is like the essential oil guru.
She is the essential oil guru.
My cousin
she
gave
amazing.
me her spray of her own essential oil made bug spray. I'm like, what's in it? And she just started rattling off stuff. I'm like, never mind. I'll just call Tiffany. I'm sure she's got one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It's crazy. I love it. So, oh, my gosh. Okay, so now we know.
Time. Holy cow.
I know. It's already 8 o'clock. Wow. But here's the thing.
We've been all
Fear,
over the place.
I know. That's why I love this show so much, because it's like captivating everybody. So fear, that's what fear is not. You're not afraid to succeed. You're not afraid to fail, because we do it on a daily basis. We are literally doctors in these areas. You know, we got like our doctorate because we've practiced so long of failing and succeeding. That's not it. But what is it? Is this.
Tell me. Tell me, oh wise one.
I know, aren't I? That's because I listen and I pay attention. And that's why I love it. I love getting coached as well. Because I always find new things. And when I heard it, I was like, my jaw dropped. Because what we're really afraid of is being abandoned, ridicule, being embarrassed, stupid, somebody saying something about you, all of those things. We're not living our lives to our fullest potential because we're so worried about what everybody else around us is going to say or do.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for me, for instance, I have all these ideas. You know, like, I married my husband. You know, he grew up a particular way. His parents are a particular way. You know, he's following
Do you have
his...
a commercial break thing? No.
No.
News? Okay.
No.
I
Why?
forgot with your new show format. I was like, do we have that break at...
Oh, no.
Okay.
We're all by ourselves now. We don't have to do a commercial.
I forgot.
No. So, what we do... oh, my gosh. Suzanne.
Sorry. I created...
Oh, okay.
Right.
So, like, for instance, okay, my husband, you know, he takes after his parents 100%. He's got the same quirks. He has the same drive. He has the same everything. Everything that his parents do, that's what he does. And he thinks that that's how it goes. And then he gets connected to me, right? And, oh, she's lost the picture and the sound. I don't know.
Can anyone else hear us? Everyone? Anyone? Hello?
Because I can see us, so
yeah.
I'm not sure. So...
Now he's paired up with you.
He's paired up with me, and I am out there. Like, whatever idea comes up, whatever is new, whatever's going on, those are something that I want to be a part of. And so he's starting to conform a little bit, but he still stays true to what he wants. But for a while there, and I've realized this, even after I've just discovered this, I have literally kept myself back because of being afraid of being abandoned, or, you know, because I left my family. They don't even know my son. So I broke cycles, and I decided to leave my family and raise my son differently. So I hold on to my friends. I hold on to my husband's family. And so a lot of times people will not deal with something or do something they truly have passion for because they're afraid of what their family's going to say, their friends are going to say.
Being judged.
If they get mad, judge, leave,
yeah.
you know, depending on what it is that you want to do. Mm-hmm. And so people then will stay living a particular lifestyle so they don't interrupt the masses. Because once the masses get interrupted, then they become angry and upset, and they say things, and they're trying to bring you back because they don't want to step up. They want to be right where they're at. They're pretty happy there. You know, for instance, my husband and I, we had our blood test done through Ancestry.com, and we got our blood done. We got the results, and so we were talking to my husband's parents, and they're like, "Why did you do that?" And I'm like, "Well, why not?" They're my mother-in-law, I love her to death. She's like, "I don't know why you always do these things, Rita. Why do you always have to know all this stuff?" And I'm like, I don't know. It's just something that I want. You know, I broke away from my family. I'm getting everything resolved and figured out, you know, mentally for myself. And this is just one more step to say, I don't belong there. Like, I am who I am. And I said it was very important for me. And then Mike doesn't know because Mike's adopted himself. And so that's what we did.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're all, my husband, me, my husband, and my son, we're like 3 adoptees. Found each other.
That's cool.
Even though I wasn't legally adopted, but it's still the same premise.
That's very cool. I love it.
Yes.
I love that story.
Yeah. So I wanted to know.
What did you find out?
Oh my gosh. I found out that I thought I was Irish. I'm only 4% Irish.
And what else are you?
I am mostly I'd have to pull it up. I forgot.
It's okay. It's not that serious.
Yeah.
I just figured that
Scandinavian.
out. Okay.
What is it?
Polish?
No, not Polish. I don't know. I forgot.
Okay.
But it's stuff where I was just like, holy cow. But the whole thing, I'm not German, which is awesome. I'm only 4% Irish. I'm Scandinavian. There was something else in there, too. My husband actually has a little bit of North Africa in him.
Oh,
like 1% of that.
cool.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that we found out about ourselves, which I thought was really
That's
cool.
awesome.
I know. I'm not going to fiddle with that because then I'd have to think. And I can only do so many things at once.
I can only handle so many.
Yeah, so stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out my hair. I hate doing this mirror thing because I can never get it right. But so stuff like that, it's, you know, when my mother-in-law was saying, well, I don't know why you do stuff like that. I'm like, well, aren't you ever curious? She goes, no. I don't know why you think about things like this all the time, or why you always have to do self-development all the time. Why do you always have, I'm like, oh my God, because I have to. And so those are some of the things that, you know, where it's different, but I'm starting to still continue to do the things that I love to do.
Yep.
Instead of holding myself back. And when I realized that I've held myself back on purpose, unconsciously, my jaw was dropped. And I was like, oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. That's what we're afraid of. We're afraid of what people are going to say. We're afraid of, you know, so-and-so. Like, I know you have examples of this.
I do. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's just so many that come to my mind, you know.
Well, what's the one that comes to your mind?
Well, I'm always worried. I mean, I have a fear. Like, I'm always worried that my mom isn't going to love whatever choice I'm making about whatever it is I'm making.
Right.
Whether it's, you know, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a great example of something that happened. So I have been doing some shopping online, and I saw this really cool headboard. I know she has a Sam's Club membership, so I ordered it. I called her. I'm like, hey, can you order this for me? She's like, well, I'll just give you the information you ordered. I said, okay. So I come home, and she's like, so what else did you buy? You got something from Groupon, and you got something from this. And I'm like, but I mean, I work. Like, well, I work a lot. I work 2 jobs. Like, I have almost 2, like, I have 2 jobs. Why are you saying anything?
Right.
And even though I know she was kidding, I had that fear of like, well, she's judging me because I'm shopping. And
right.
Immediately I went to like, well, I paid you the money I owed you this month, so why are you saying anything? Like, and I immediately took the defense because my fear was that she was judging me, and I was like, well, what's your problem? I can do that. I'm 41 years old now. I can buy whatever I want. I work. Right. I have my own checking. Like, you know what I mean? My fear that she was judging me and thinking I wasn't making a good choice, or why did she buy that when she could have done this, or whatever.
Exactly.
Pushed me to right away be like, well, why are you asking? Why do you care? What do you know? So,
right.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, totally.
So that's the stuff where that's what happens. So, like, for instance, you know, when somebody wants to start a job, right, or start a home-based business, stuff like that, a lot of times people won't say anything.
It's a pyramid, it's a scammer. That's what you'll hear, is they'll try to create doubt in you.
Exactly. And so then people won't be as successful. People won't go out and do their thing. People are afraid, you know, they'll be afraid to do the things that they want to do. I know I have stopped myself multiple times over and over again, and you never really know why. And when somebody's like, well, you must be afraid of success or failure, and I'm like, I don't think I'm really afraid of success or failure.
You know, a lot of it, though, I have listened to, like, Tony Robbins and different motivational things myself, and a lot of that is we are predisposed from the beginning of time, pretty much, the beginning of our life, to be given limiting beliefs. And having people more or less, you know, judge you for how long of your life as a mom. You know, you're like, don't eat that, don't put that in your mouth, you have to... You know what I mean? As you grow up trusting that the person, so of course your judgment is going to matter to me if you're my mom, because that's why I have a fear of not, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I don't know how to word it right, but
I know exactly what you're saying. So, like, for instance, I'll spin off of, you know, since we've been inundated with it, since we've been born, you know, people who are Catholic, when you go for communion, you have to go through your whole ritual of things to say, I'm not worthy to receive you. That's what we're brought up on. I'm not worthy to receive you.
So that fear of judgment and fear of abandonment is automatically instilled in you.
Yes. You have to go to confession because you've been bad.
Well, not just that, but I mean, like, with your parent, like, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah. So, like, exactly. It's like a spin-off of what you were saying. So especially if you're brought up in a particular type of religion, so, like, and I'm going to, because this is how I was brought up in Catholicism, but I'm not a Catholic person anymore because I just don't live like that. You know, you go to confession. You have to confess. Yeah. You have to go to confession before you make your Holy Communion. Yeah. What is a second grader going to confess about? What did you do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, even with born-again Christians, when they dedicate their children, I think they dedicate their kids at like a year old or something like that. And they have to be dedicated so that they say if something happens to them, they don't go to hell or purgatory. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, you really think that God is going to not take them because they weren't dedicated?
Right.
And they believe that they won't, but that's not true. Mm-hmm. So we're always taught and brought up, not on purpose, but it's habit, it's tradition, to always make us think that we're not worthy in one level, one capacity or another. Mm-hmm. And so we live our lives like that. And then if we don't excel at something, well, then there's something wrong with you.
And if you think about it, when you're in high school or you're a kid and there's sports, and either you make cheerleading or you don't. You make poms or you don't. You make football or you don't. Like,
yes.
And so that fear of abandonment or not being accepted is really fostered throughout your whole entire life.
Our whole entire life.
Yeah.
Our whole entire life. Or even, for instance, kids in high school, right? You got grade school, high school, junior high. You know, you're a kid who thinks outside the box. You might be a little eccentric. You might be different. And you're trying to express yourself, but you could be getting yourself beaten up, made fun of, those kinds of things. It's like constantly inundated because we're raised to think that you're supposed to be this particular way. And if you don't fit a specific mold, which none of us fit the mold, we're all individual human beings. We're all different. And so we're always inundated that way. So we have been taught to not participate, so to speak, in life our entire life.
Yeah, I could see that.
And so we take this on all the time. So we use the excuse of, well, I'm afraid of failing. I'm afraid of succeeding. I'm afraid I can't go and do this. You know what I mean? But every time you actually, you know, take that first step to learn how to do it or to do it, then you're like, oh my God, I didn't know I could do that. And you're so proud of yourself, right? So like for me, I was able to put sound bits together and I've been working on it now for a while. And it's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did it. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things that we don't give ourselves credit for either. Or we downplay our efforts.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I worked today. So I was doing the reception. And it's either all or nothing. I want to do a great job or I don't want to do it at all. There's no in between for me. And I always want to, you know, make sure that I'm leaving a good impression. You know, my sister-in-law helped me get the position, so I don't want to disappoint her. So no matter what, I'm going to do the best job that I can do every time. And today, you know, I handled the phones when it got a little hairy, and I was like, oh my God, I totally did it. You know, it was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. Right. Even though I've done this my entire life anyway, because I've always had to, in customer service, answer phones and, you know, act a certain way and be a certain way. In fact, I even had somebody ask me how I learned to answer the phone so professionally. And I was like, well, that's what I do, right? Because I got taught over the years how to be professional and how to answer a phone, that kind of thing. So it's impressive when somebody hears it. But then on the other hand, we downplay. It's like, well, you know, I do that every day. Whenever I answer my own personal phone, I always say who I am and how can I can help you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's stuff like that that we don't realize. But the biggest thing is we let other people keep us captive in our own fear.
Yeah. I get it. And it happens, I mean, in everything, you know. I mean, I'm just thinking about all throughout life how you're kind of stuck in that. And it's like, well, I can't wear that because that doesn't look right, or maybe it does, like, you know, I can't wear that, I'm not gonna do that, I shouldn't do that, you know. So I totally understand where you're coming from, and breaking out of that is hard. I mean, I give network marketing that whole profession so much credit, because they break people out of that mold. I think that is one of the best things about that profession, is it pulls people out of that. Quit being afraid. Live your life. You can't do anything unless you take a chance. I mean, I had a bout of network marketing. I know you've kind of done some stuff.
Oh my God, I've done so many stupid things in network marketing. It's not even funny.
That's just it. They're not stupid because look at where you are now.
That's so true. That's true.
And do you probably when you started that, you were like, oh my
God, I was terrified.
Am I going to be okay to talk in front of these people? So
yeah,
you got to give kudos to the network marketing world. the Young Livings, the doTERRAs, the...
Oh my God, for sure. It works.
The lip set, it works.
Yeah.
Scentsy, the lip one now. I mean,
oh my God, yeah.
Oh, you got to give credit because they help people break away from that fear. Juice Plus is another one I'm seeing, like, on the rise again of, like, people that are breaking out of that whole, I was afraid of what my family would say. I was afraid of what would happen.
That's true.
I don't want to... I'm taking these pills because of this. I'm trying this shake because of that, because I was afraid of, So I think that is one profession that totally gets a bum rap because they pull so many people out of that fear of being the norm.
Right.
And they tell you that. I mean, I was with send-out cards for a little while, and they tell you, like, people are going to look at you like you're nuts. They're going to be like, oh, yeah, right, pyramid scheme, this, that. And they all say it, but every person who sticks with it, I mean, how many people do you know that have stuck with that profession
and very successful.
Yep.
For me, you know what? I loved It Works when I was doing it, and that's how the Black, Green, and Bling started. But then that has evolved to who I am, and I always give my kudos to It Works because that's where I realized my passion, where my passion was. Because when I was with people, wrapping them and helping them, I was also coaching them. So it's like, I loved coaching more than I loved wrapping people.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I go and that's where I fill up. But I love It Works because if I didn't do that, I would have not found my voice here in what I'm doing now with the radio show, with the coaching, being able to break out on my own. And even though it takes a while, it broke my fear. Like I will be talking on stage next Friday when I'm at our event. So that's going to be something where I'm really excited for. It's my passion. It's something that I've been living for.
That's awesome.
And I love it. For you. I know. I'm so happy for me too. But I'm so proud of me because, and I even said to my husband over the weekend, because I had a meeting that I had to go to, and I came home and I was like, I wish I could see the movie that I'm in right now. And he's like, what do you mean?
Oh, your life movie?
My life movie.
My friend Amanda always says, like, when some really dramatic stuff is happening, she's like, just imagine this is, like, the most dramatic point in your life, and just think of the music that you'd be hearing right now.
Right?
So I totally get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I asked my husband, I'm like, so many people love me and say wonderful things about me. I'm wondering what it must look like when people are with me. Because I'm so with them all the time, I don't even realize it. And people are always saying nice things about me, awesome things about me, where it's like, I should be like way up here, and say, like my poop doesn't stink, but I'm not at all. I'm like down here with everybody else, enjoying myself and just amazed at the response that I get from everybody. But that I have broken out of my fear to be able, people are like, how can you go on stage and talk? I'm like, I love it. I'm at home when I'm on stage.
Love it.
I will just take that stage. I get nervous at first, but then I just love it.
Yeah, like 5 seconds, you'll be over it.
I'm like over it. And then it's, then myself comes out. Then I start making jokes.
Rita.
Then it's just Rita.
Just Rita, real talk. It's just Rita.
But that's the stuff that I absolutely love. So, yeah. It's amazing. Like, I'm going to be subbing for somebody for a B&I group tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Yes, and
good for you.
Yeah, like in the hills. And Peter Schmitz, do you know that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
B&I's a good group, though.
Yeah, so that's where I'm like, he called me, and he's like, can you do this for me? I'm like, sure. I can be there at 7:30 in the morning.
Oof.
It is early. Yeah. I'm not that
I'm
early
on the
girl.
road at that point. I'm usually on the road at that point. I'm up at 6 now.
I'm usually getting up around 7:30. So I'm going to have to get up a little bit early at that point. But those are the things. And it's like, yeah, I'll go and say, what I need to say. And he's like, and then when they come around back to you, then you can share your stuff. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah.
But that's the stuff that I love to do. And just being out there talking and sharing with people. And most of all, just sharing the light. Like, people don't realize how much life they have inside of them. And they keep it buried deep down inside because they're so afraid of what other people might think. Especially if you are somebody who has the utmost respect for your parents. They're the most loving, wonderful people. But you're doing everything like your parents do it. And you don't really realize that you can do something different for your life. You don't have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. You get to change it up and do things that are different.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's the stuff that I love. Yeah. I love that kind of stuff. It's just absolutely amazing with all of that.
Yeah, totally. And just how much you learn, like, just from the little changes that you make to break those habits that keep your, what is the word I'm looking for? I'm like having a hard time with words today. Like the habits that keep your fears going.
Yeah.
The little things you do to break out of that. Like when I first met you, you wouldn't be going to a BNI meeting at 7 o'clock in the morning. You'd be like, nah. You've just seeing how much you've changed since I've met you.
Oh, so true.
Yes.
That is true.
Yes. Like,
I didn't even think
what
that.
I was trying to say when you were talking, and like I totally went off. But like, I'm just looking at like you when I very first met you, which was 5-6 months ago now.
Yeah.
So where you are now. How many times have I been like, come, meet us out. Like, come to this mixer. Come to this event. And you're like, thank you for pushing me. I would have never done it if you didn't make me come out. Like,
it's so true.
You know? So, like,
it's so true.
Whatever those underlying fears are, they still sometimes keep you back.
Yeah.
But you're doing things and now you're making so many changes. Like, now it's like you're no fear. No nothing.
Yeah. It's like, it's amazing. So, like, I'll go to a mixer by myself now. Like, I don't care. I'll go find somebody.
I used to never go by myself. It's so funny. I used to always be like, are you going? Are you going? I'd call everybody. Are you going? Texting all day. Are you going? Are you going? Are you going? Okay, I'll meet you. I don't want to walk in by myself. So it's funny that you say that because that was like one of those moments for me where I was like, oh, I don't care about going places by myself. Yeah. Because I would walk in places and be like, oh, half my chamber friends are here.
Exactly. Like, for instance, when we went to that great big mixer.
Remember when you didn't even...
Alden Kennels.
Remember when you were like, I don't know about the chamber, and I was like, you'll meet such great people, such great, and you were like, I had a bad experience. You had a bad experience previously, which instilled a fear in you of going back, and now look, now you're like, wow, I don't care, I'll go anywhere.
You know what? That's so true. And this, I hope you guys, you are getting examples in your own personal life, because this is something where, you know, things I'm sure are coming up for you all the time right now in this conversation. Because this is what keeps us back. You know, one of the inspirations that I put on Block Talk Radio, because I have our pictures and stuff like that, when people are listening, they get to see the slideshow, is don't let the muggles get you down. Do you know who the muggles are, you guys? The muggles are the regular people from Harry Potter who were not magical. So the muggles were like people... Now I'm magical. You know, I'm not a muggle.
They were the peasants.
They were the peasants, I guess. The ones who had no magical and they didn't believe in magic. But those are the people, you know, like your family. Don't let the muggles get you down. Don't let your family get you down. Don't let your friends get you down. You know, look inside yourself. What is it? Dig deep. Think about what it is that you truly want to do with your life. What is it that you've always wanted to do and you have been afraid to do it? Write it down, figure it out, and start doing it. Start living your passion. You get to do whatever it is that you want to do in your lifetime.
You only get one.
You only get one. And you get to do whatever it is that you want. Yeah. And that is something that you need to look at and figure out what is it that you really want and start doing it. Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people who are going to poo-poo on your parade because they don't want you to do better. They say it because they love you, but they don't really want you to because they don't want you to go anywhere. And they are not willing to do what you're doing. So they're going to stay over here and they want you to stay over here with them. And that's something that you need to look at. That's
the whole
something.
Playing in the mud puddle thing you were telling me.
Yes, the whole mud puddle thing. Yes, absolutely. So when you've got people who are trying to keep you in that puddle, you got to get out of it. You've got to start living your life and doing what's right for you. We all have a destiny. We all have our own gifts that we need to share with the world. We are of service. That's what we're all about. And so when you keep your gifts locked up inside of you and you're not sharing them, well, you're not being of service. You are not doing what you are put on this earth to do. We all have a job here, each and every one of us. Whether you believe it or not, you are not here by mistake. You are here on purpose, and you have a journey and you have a destiny to fulfill. And when you are not living at your full potential and doing what you need to do to help others, then you are not living your life. In my life, I'm supposed to tell you what to do and what you're doing wrong. That's why I'm a coach. I went through all my crap when I was younger and, even into my adulthood. So I can experience all the things that hold you back. But for me to be able to do what I'm doing today, after everything that I've gone through, that to me is remarkable. Because I have every excuse, if I want to live a crappy life and stay held back.
But you didn't. You got out of that.
I got out of it.
You pushed your fear aside and you kept going.
I did. And I raised an extraordinary human being.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He is pretty cool.
He really is. I mean, anybody who's around 25 or older, young, nice, educated, if you want to be, just don't be an a-hole. You can come visit me, and then I'll introduce you to Frankie.
But if you're an a-hole, you will not get in the door.
You will not get in the door.
Saying.
You will not get in the door.
Right.
I promise you, because he just doesn't put up with that anyway. But still, you gotta love me. So, absolutely, I know, right? But that's the thing. Those are the things that we do and we experience. What have you gone through in your past where somebody said something to you and you stopped doing what you were doing?
It's so funny that you're asking me that question. I was just thinking, were you reading my mind? So a couple of years back, a friend of mine decided we were going to do the Color Vibe run in Lake Zurich.
Oh!
And we had posted, so fun. If you've never done it, it's so fun. Like, you get covered in purple glow-in-the-dark paint or powders or whatever. Anyways, we took our 2 sons with us, and we were just doing it with the kids for fun. Something to do, a little bit of exercise. Well, we had posted on Facebook, like, we're going to do this run. Does anyone want to do it with me? And my sister sends a message on Facebook. She posts, well, I'm not going to run with you, but I'll drive by in the car and laugh at you for running. Oh, all right then. Maybe I won't run. Maybe I'll just walk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, and I know she was just being a sister. She was just being a little sister, like, I'll just laugh at you. But I was like, ooh, no. And we ended up walking and running, but, like, I was making sure that if I'm running, nobody could drive by and see me.
Right?
I ran when I was on the part of the course that was, like, away from the people. Like, and I ran with the kids, so I was playing, like, oh, let's race, you know what I mean? Like that. But I definitely had a little bit of a thing for a second, like, ooh.
Yes. I mean, when you were talking about running, I remember there was one time somebody told me that I ran funny, like my legs kicked out in the back, some sort of weird thing. Hey, Rashid! Mm-hmm. And so from that point on, I felt like I didn't know how to run properly, so I didn't run. Like, I used to love running all the time, and somebody said,
I could. I try so hard to like it. I can't. I just don't like it, and I'm trying. I have a fear, like, when I'm on the treadmill, my fear for running is I'm afraid I'm going to miss a step and go flat down on the...
Oh, no, you won't. I love playing on the treadmill, like that kind of stuff. Yeah. When I listen to music, because I listen to, actually, when I am on the treadmill and I'm at the gym, I actually listen to rap music.
Nice.
And so it's Frankie's music that I just love it.
What kind of rap music?
It's the bad stuff. It really is.
Really?
I love the beat of it, though. I love it. And so... when I'm doing it, I'll do it, and then when I get really comfortable, then I'll flip over, flip around, different things, so that I'm working all the muscles in the legs, front and back. Yeah. And I listen to, when I have to clean house and I hate it, I listen to rap.
What kind of rap? Give me an example. Who's your favorite?
I don't know the names of them. I just know there's a lot of dirty words, there's a lot of foul things being said. There's a lot of words that I'm not allowed to use.
Understood.
But somebody else can use because that's their language.
Understood.
It's
So is it old school?
Well,
rap?
I like Eminem.
Eminem's good.
Yeah. Chris Brown is in there, I think.
Yeah. I don't know he's rapping these days, but maybe a little bit of Tupac in there. I feel like
yeah,
Tupac
I'm sure there is. There is, because there's even music where my son was like, "Mom, I want you to hear this." And so we'd be driving, and he would turn on whatever this song is, and it's like hardcore crude. And I'm like, oh my God, Frankie. And he's like, I just wanted to see if that would shock you. And I'm like, it did.
You're my baby. You're not supposed to listen to that.
But that's the stuff that I love listening to. And so when I've got to actually get something done, then I am like focused and on task in the zone, especially when I have to do like running or something like that. I hate running. So I have to listen to that hardcore boom, boom, boom music. One of them is like...
You're ruining it.
Forgot it. Never
You're
mind.
ruining
I'm
it.
like, oh my God. I know, right?
Rapper Rita.
As soon as I, turn on my music or whatever. But even like on Pandora, I will.
Rapper Rita.
Rapper Rita, right? I will even do, Pandora, and I'll put on the rap, the heavy rap. And so all that's, it surprises
the
me.
things I learn about you.
I know.
The things you have hidden over there, little miss.
But you know what, though? I have always realized that when you relate to your child, no matter what, you have a better connection. And so whatever music he listened to, I would listen to. And then I just enjoyed listening to it. So I still listen to my 80s and that kind of stuff. And I can rock out, Men at Work pretty well. But Cyndi Lauper.
You know, my nephew did the other day in the car. He got in the car with me, and we're driving. Auntie Sue, you know the song "We Will Rock You"?
Oh,
yeah. Do you know the song "We Will Rock You"? He's like, yeah, we play it before hockey all the time. Do you think we could listen to it? Sure. Him and my niece are singing right along to "We Will Rock You." I was cracking up laughing.
Oh my gosh.
What was the other one?
Oh, it's funny. Like Frankie grabbed I used to have Metallica tapes. He took those. He loves the hard rock as well.
Nice.
Like the heavy metal. He's gone to I don't know, this heavy metal stuff where there's mosh pits. And
oh, no thank you.
There was one time he came home with a black eye because some guy punched him in the face.
Oh my gosh.
And he realized that he punched a kid and he was like, oh my God, man, I'm so sorry.
Wow.
Oh.
Those things get crazy.
Yeah, they do. And Frankie's gone to I let him experience that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
Oh my God. But I do. I listen to rap.
All right.
I can even sing a tune or two.
Don't.
I won't do it right now because I need the music.
Don't do it right now. We have no karaoke set up. I am not ready for that kind of introduction to the world for you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, it's like, and stuff like that too. Like, who's afraid to sing out in public? Because somebody told you not to.
I will never karaoke.
Are you serious?
Nope,
I've karaoke'd. I'll karaoke.
I will never.
You know what I used to do? Karaokeing.
There is not enough liquor in all of the world to make me go karaoke.
I used to bust in on people singing karaoke because I thought they sucked so bad that they needed my help.
Oh, I bet they loved that.
They hated that.
I bet.
And I said, I'm just trying to help you so that the audience can appreciate your beautiful sound.
I'm just trying to help you.
Oh my God, I was terrible when I used to go to bars.
If you were afraid you sounded bad, I'll let you know that you do.
I was that girl. And so
I was that girl. I was a mean girl.
I used to, if I saw somebody sitting by themselves in a bar and I saw somebody else sitting by themselves in a bar, I actually invited the two to like each other. I would force them to talk to each other. I was obnoxious when I used to go to the bar. I really was. I was that girl. I really was.
I really was. I was the worst.
People are like, oh my God, can somebody just shoot her, literally?
They're like, it's her. She's coming. Yeah. Run. Don't look. Don't look. Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. She'll never look.
But then people would just start talking to each other and have fun, and it's just like, why? And of course, at this time, I was like,
why? Doesn't everyone
drunk, wasted drunk, and it's like, oh my God! It's like at that point when you hit the threshold of, I love you, man. You shouldn't be alone. You're so beautiful. Look at how handsome he is. You guys should get connected since you're not sitting with him.
Oh my gosh. I would kill you. If you were coming up to me in a bar and you were a stranger, I'd be like, get away from me.
Oh my God, liquid courage is awesome.
That's hilarious.
Awesome.
No,
I was always a very happy drunk.
No.
Obnoxious. One time I was at this bar. It was after work, and I was in scrubs, and this guy, I was dancing with my friends or whatever, and this guy wanted to dance with me. He was an older gentleman. And we actually swing danced. I didn't even know I could do it. I didn't even know I could do it. I was being swinged around, flipped around. I was like, what? Who knew? So he must have been a friend of mine in a past life and said, oh my God, remember when we used to do this? Let's do it one more time. And I was like, It was as if my body knew exactly what to do, when to do it.
That's so weird.
It is weird. I remember it. I'm seeing it right now as it's happening. It was unbelievable. It was a fireside.
Oh, okay.
Fire bar in Crystal Lake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, off on Randall over there. Yeah, fire bar. That's where it happened. It was fun. Oh my God, I had an asthma attack after that, but because it was crazy. It was just like constant.
I would think I would like to see you swing dance.
I don't know how to do it, but I sure as heck knew how to do it then. I didn't even know how to do this two-step and all the footsie stuff. I was like, who is this person? I didn't even know myself. I didn't know I could do that. It was hilarious.
I had no idea I was in there.
But I had a perfect partner to, guide me along to what to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So I guess if you have a perfect partner like that who knows what they're doing, I guess you can look like a professional anytime.
Yeah.
That's it.
I guess.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Crazy. I did it. I was fearless that night with liquid gold. Or liquid courage.
Liquid gold, isn't it?
Liquid
cheese?
Courage. True, liquid gold, it would be cheese. But liquid courage. Oh my gosh. So, stuff like that. Here's another thing too, right? That keeps us with fear.
I used to be afraid of your show.
You used to be afraid of the show?
A little bit. When I first time here, I was like real nervous. And I'm sure if you ask everybody who comes on your show, they'll tell you like, some people have a fear of like public speaking, and in a way, it's like public speaking. So I was.
It is public speaking.
Yeah, I mean, it's public speaking. So like my first time or so, I was like, and then you're like, come on, be on all the time with me. I was like, all right.
Because we have great chemistry.
Yeah,
I love having you on.
I love being here. It's so fun.
Yeah,
it's so fun. But think about it, if I never would have done that first show, I probably wouldn't be sitting here 3, 4, 5 shows later, whatever.
And you probably wouldn't be at your job that you're at today.
Nope. I know. Look how all of that stuff happens. All of that stuff happens. Divine timing.
Divine timing. There was listening.
Yep.
Listening. Divine timing.
Yep.
You retreated a little bit.
I did.
And you studied.
Yeah.
And you did what you needed to do.
I studied out.
I'm telling you. See, it's like the cards never lie. And it doesn't matter like what you've done or what's going on. That's what's happening right now. So your whole life, this is your cards.
That's what was supposed to happen.
Exactly. And that's how it is for me too. There's like so much here. Like I've given examples. That's why I was going to put the cards away, but something said, nope, keep them out because you're going to use them because this is it letting us know what all of this is.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I got out of my fear of, I'm finally, after 40 years of living back with my family, I'm moving on my own again. And I was like, man, what if? I'm like, nope, I just have to do it. I just have to do it and throw myself in it and go back. And, what if I don't have enough money saved? What if I don't have enough money for? What if nope, it's good. So it's just, you have to step out of the fear that'll always hold you back. I mean, because again, I could have been saying like, well, I'm going to live at home a little longer, save some money, buy a place instead of renting a place. And instead I'm like, no, just go rent. I mean, granted, it's time.
You know what, though? And here's the thing, too. People always say that you better own a home because you're just wasting money when you're rent.
I do not believe that.
But here's the thing, too. It depends on where your values are.
And it depends on where you are in your life. I can tell you as a single woman, I don't feel the need to ever own a home. I owned one already. I lost it. I had to short sell it in 2007 when like the crash of 2008.
Yeah.
Actually. Maybe it was later. Anyways, regardless, I owned a home. And you know what I know about what I like about being a renter versus being an owner? Well, when the dryer breaks, as a renter, I just have to call someone and go, hey, my dryer's broke. Whereas a homeowner, you're like, oh, crap, the dryer's broke. I got to call someone. oh, my God, do I have the money? What do I do?
You have to fix it.
So it's a different, everyone says you're supposed to buy or you should buy. And I just don't necessarily know that I agree with that.
And I don't necessarily agree with that either. Because either way, if you look at it, we're all putting our money somewhere else.
Yeah.
So when you go out to dinner, you're pissing away your money.
No, you're not. You're paying somebody else's bill. Somebody else has to make a living. So when you go out to dinner, they're serving you. Whether it's a Five Guys where they're serving you. Well, that's what I'm talking about.
So like either way, like if you think about it, when you are going out to dinner.
Yeah.
It's no different. So you could eat at home.
Somebody might say you're pissing away your money to go out. Whereas
you could eat at home. Cook your own food and do your own thing. But the same thing, there's a lot of people who don't want to maintain or manicure a yard, want to keep the roof going, don't want to do any of those kinds of things.
That'd be me.
You know what I mean?
Any of those things.
Yeah. Unless we had tons of money and we can hire people to do that. We don't have to worry about what our bank account looks like. But that's, stuff like that.
When I got this new job, my fear was, what if I hate it? What if I hate my job? What if I don't like not being self-employed anymore? What if I lose my entrepreneurial spirit? Oh my God. And taking this job was probably not listening to that voice and that fear of, oh my God, what if, it's changed everything. That one time I was like, all right, I'm just going to do it. Every other time that I had that fear, I'd be like, nah. I find every other reason not to do whatever it was. Right. This one I was like, nah, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to take it for the paycheck. And now I love it. These people act like I've been there for 100 years and it's like being a part of a whole nother family. Right. Sometimes you just have to face that. I was always like, I've been out of corporate America for 5 years now. I don't know how I would do being back in an office, being sedentary all day and just not going anywhere. You know what I mean? And now I'm like, thank God. What if I hate being in the office alone all day? Now I'm like, oh man, people are here. Why are people here? That's weird. So it's interesting how fear can hold you back, but it could propel you at the same time. Right. My fear of, well, what if I don't take it was bigger than, well, what if I do? You know what I mean? Yes. Like, it was more of, what if I don't and I blow a really good opportunity that a friend of mine called me and was like, here you go. Right. So, yeah, you can't let fear stop you ever.
That's the biggest thing is, that's when we start to learn and we start to grow and you start to realize. And when you start to have wins and you start to feel successful and you start to feel like you are getting rid of that fear, you have to keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like I have had to lately, just even with my own body issues, like having this on without a jacket on and having my arms, show. I'm like, you know what? Who cares? I've seen people who are bigger than me and they're exposing it all and they're very happy and nobody really cares. And I don't see anybody peekering, in a corner saying, look at what she's wearing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. It's like, going to the office that I'm going to right now, they are all, casual. I wear my little cute little dresses all the time and my shoes. And, it's like, oh my God, I feel awesome today. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't care what other people are doing and what other people are saying. I'm going to just do me and be me. And people are just going to love me for me. So today, when I was at the office, so Marty, the HR guy, he called me into the lunch meeting with all the lawyers and he put me on the spot.
Oh boy.
And I actually had to talk to them and, participate with them as they're like, because he told them that I was a life coach. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh my gosh, can you help us with life coaching? I'm like, absolutely. Oh, nice. I can help all of you with life coaching. And then they were talking about one particular lawyer. He's a partner. Give us tips about, the one. And I was like, oh, there's no tips. He's like Stonewall. I said, I've already tried. He's a Stonewall. It's like, he is what he is, and that's it. But that's the stuff where I was really, I was talking with them, joking with them, that kind of stuff. So they actually saw my personality. They got to see who I was because there's 15 lawyers in that office.
That's awesome. Is it all different kinds of law?
Yes. Okay, the whole range of it. So. And the staff, all the, the assistants and stuff, like they're literally working with 2 or 3 lawyers at a time. Wow. Doing all these different things. Like this office like is divorce, unbelievable.
Real estate, death, whatever.
Yeah, okay. All of it. All of it. Criminal, nice. DUIs, traffic, all of it.
Oh boy, better watch it. You better, all of it. Become a lawyer before I know it.
You know what's funny that you would say that? One time, a long time ago when I went to Mexico, we were on... it was spring break. Mm-hmm. And so we went to South Padre, Texas. And one day we went over the border to Mexico, over by Brownsville, wherever the heck we were at. And so we went over the border. And so I was getting really good deals on the stuff that we were buying. And so people were calling, my friends were calling me over to the places where they're trying to chew down, the people in Mexico. And the Mexicans were so funny because they were doing shots with me and saying, you need to go back to the United States and be a lawyer. Like, you have to go. You can't be here anymore.
You're taking our
because
money.
I was literally like chewing down people. Like I have this one Mexican blanket that I still have
nice.
from when I was 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
And it's the favorite blanket. My husband loves it. My son loves it. It's like, that's my blanket. That's my Mexican blanket. If I go, the blanket goes.
Blanket.
But, yeah, it's like stuff like that. It's like I've always been that way, and I've never really realized it. But then when you let life happen, then you start to get all these fears that you didn't even realize that you actually had. And then everything shifts and changes, and then you're just like, oh my gosh. But then when you start to realize and come out of it, and start living your life and doing the things that you know that you're supposed to be doing, that's the part that's amazing. That's why when I was listening to Darren Daly, because it was the 4th of July day thing, so if you guys look up Darren Daly, I think it's darrendaly.com, you get 5-minute, inspirations texted to you or to your email. And what he talks about are things that are absolutely amazing because it's the world that I live in, and I enjoy participating because I love working on myself all the time. I know that as soon as I've got it all figured out and everything is 100% perfect, I know that my time here is done and I'll be 6 feet under. So I love working on myself and figuring stuff out because the more I discover about me, the longer I know I'm here because I'm doing more work. Because once
it's kind of like a guarantee thing.
It really is, because once you like unravel that layer, then more stuff comes up. And this is the part that I love the most, and this is the part that I really want each and every one of you to get for sure, is that when you are dealing with your fears, really sit down and look at where is the fear really coming from. Like if you were successful and you knew it was going to be good, then you would just go ahead and do it.
Right.
If you knew that you were going to fail and it wasn't going to work out for you, then you're not going to do it. But if you still want to do it anyway, but you don't know what to do, look at what's stopping you there. What is it right there that's stopping you that you're deciding that this may not be for me or I'm going to fail at? And then you're going to start to discover the real reasons why, and you just write them out. And the stuff that makes you go, make your jaw drop or your eyes tear up or, something where it has some profound impact on you, that's the key root of what's going on. And that's what you need to look at. So for me, I know I don't ever want my son to look at me and say, oh my God, my mother was a loser. I would die.
Right.
And so a lot of times I'll hold myself back because I love to do things that are in the spiritual world. I love to do things that nobody else is really doing. Like I go to sweat lodges. I will literally sit in a sweat lodge for hours, meditating and sweating, and it's unbelievable. Or I'll go on meditation journeys or do different things in the spiritual world, where I love to play in. And it took a little bit for me to say, you know what? I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to do my angel card readings. I'm going to help people. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn energy work. And it took a lot. But now that I'm over the fear of what people might think of me, and that me, and they're like, okay, I need this and I need this and I want to do this. And that to me in itself is amazing. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good for you.
Because I got over myself.
Right.
Painting.
Yes.
I never knew I could paint. I knew I could paint by numbers because that's awesome. But to be able to go and paint under instruction, but actually physically do it my own personal self is unbelievable. Yep. The creativity starts to go, which we have to do for sure. Things like that. It's like start looking at what it is that really stops you.
Did you look on their website?
No, not yet.
Oh. We're talking about Pinot's palette for those of you who aren't really sure what she means by painting and painting by instruction, painting by numbers. It is definitely a good way to get out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
It provides my own self by my own lack of or skill, however you want to look at it.
I love it.
I provided myself so much comedic relief watching myself paint. I'm like, oh man, this is going to be so bad. And then it's done and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad.
No, it's awesome.
I've been here before. I've talked about my stoner rocker birds and my fat Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love it. I love stuff like that. So it's like when you can start getting out of your own comfort zone, out of your own zone, and start realizing what is it that you're really afraid of. And it's going to be, one, you don't want to be embarrassed, because who wants to be embarrassed, right? We grew up being embarrassed. Women didn't eat, girls didn't eat in front of boys, right? Nobody ate.
I did.
You did?
I didn't. I'm not that.
Even on a date?
Yeah.
You ate?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm that girl, dude. No.
I was not that girl. I would be like, no, I'm good.
Oh, no. Forget that. I'm starving.
And then you go home and you starve.
No,
and then
I'm
you go
starving.
home and you
I want
eat.
a burger.
Like,
I'm getting a burger.
you got the pudding in the closet.
No way.
But
No
that's
way.
the stuff. But you know what, though? You look at certain things. Look at the habits that you have taken on as if they're your own habits. But they're not your habits. That's the stuff that you want to look at and say, hey, what the heck is going on here? Is this really me? Or is it really somebody else?
Yeah.
Right?
You're trained in somebody else's beliefs because somebody's raising you. So whatever their fears are is...
You're going to take them on.
Yes.
If somebody reacts like a freak to a spider on the wall...
Oh, then you're going to be a freak
with a spider on the wall.
Arachnophobia.
You know what I mean?
Or needles. If you see... When you're a kid, you see your mom freaking out over them giving you a needle. Well, now you might have a fear of needles and the aversion to being a freak when it comes to needles.
Exactly. I hold my breath and look the other way because I hate needles, although I have tattoos.
Oh, I have tattoos.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yes,
but I didn't start getting my tattoos until I was in my 40s.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Frankie was 18.
Oh, did you guys go together?
We did.
Oh, nice.
We've gotten 2 tattoos together.
Awesome.
His first 2 were together.
Did they match?
No.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, no. We're not that couple.
I wasn't sure.
We're not that kind of mommy and son.
I wasn't sure if you were like, come on, let's do a matching mom-son one.
It would be then, Frankie would have apron strings, cutting them, and I would have the apron saying, hold on.
Wait, don't go.
However, I did see today a friend of mine, they're a couple, and they got tattoos, king and queen, with the crowns.
Listen.
And the cards.
You better be sure that shit's 100% if you're going to tattoo with
somebody.
They're 100%. Sorry, I don't know if I'm supposed to swear.
They're 100%.
Yeah, okay.
They're definitely 100%.
Different story.
Different story.
Because I'm not getting any other matching. No, you better be somebody really important if we're getting a matching tattoo.
Well, I have my husband's initials on 2 of my tattoos, but they're hidden, so you can't see. So God
just
forbid,
in case no one will know.
If anything happened, nobody knows. But they're there. But no, I saw that. I thought it was really, really cool. Oh my gosh, Cindy thought it was another great show today. That is awesome.
Thanks, Cindy.
Can you believe how the time has just like flown by?
It has really gone pretty fast.
It really has. I'm telling you. And you never really know, like, talking about fears and something like that, you know.
Just the conversation goes everywhere. I love it. It's so fun, and you learn so much about you and where you've been and what fears you've had and what fears you've let go of, things that I've let go, you know? I mean, there's just so many things.
It's true. And as you get older, things start to shift and change.
Yeah.
Well,
because I
true.
hit a certain age and I was like, I don't care anymore. Don't care.
Well, I would say
like
sometimes I don't care. I don't know. I would say turning 49 next week, I'm finally hitting that because I'm going to be 50 in a year. So it's like...
You don't look a day over 30, kid.
That's fantastic. That's what I love to hear. I'm telling you. As I did my hair today, I soaked it in coconut oil and let it soak in. And then I did a mask on my face today. Did a charcoal mask that to make me look a little bit more vibrant and young. Because I'm just like, I'm seeing some of those wrinkles. The gray hair is like ridiculous.
That's funny. I was just looking today at my wrinkles like, oh, maybe I should get a little bit of Botox. But that's so weird and creepy.
You know what? I'm just not.
I just don't want to be plastic face girl. I don't really want to be that.
You would be plastic face girl because once the Botox leaves it leaves damage. So you have to get it done again.
Yeah, no.
And I'm just not interested in looking like an alien.
Yeah.
And I'm not interested in looking like surprise. Hi! I'm Rita! I am so young. Look at me.
I'm forever young.
Yes, and we can sing that song "Forever Young." Honest to God, I mean, when you see actresses,
I want this fixed because I have some. As my sister told me one time, oh, you have deep number 11s.
I have something for you. I have something for
listen,
you.
sister.
I'll give you some wow. I'll give you a box of wow.
What's that?
I've got cream that you can put on there.
Oh,
remember
I
Jeunesse?
Tell me I should wrap my head.
No, you remember Jeunesse? The company Jeunesse?
Yes.
Wipes out the wrinkles?
Yes.
I got some stuff for you. You can have it.
It clearly doesn't work.
No, it does work.
Oh, okay.
It does work.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. I wouldn't give you something that doesn't work.
So why didn't you use it?
Because I don't think about it and I've got 2 boxes.
Because I had too many.
I actually have 3 boxes and it lasts a long time.
All right.
So I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Oh my gosh.
It's fine. It's been sitting there for 6 years. It's okay. It's fine.
It hasn't been sitting there for 6 years. You silly goose. I wouldn't give you something there in 6 years.
All right.
Anyway, clearly she's got an aversion to something else that we're just finding out. She clearly is afraid to accept any kind of gifts. Whatever.
No, I love
Anywho.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks, dude. That's awesome.
This has been an amazing show.
It really has. It's gone by pretty fast.
Yeah, we only have like 5 minutes left. Okay, so, here's something. You know, the negative talk, that's the stuff you have to definitely knock out. Don't call yourself names. And don't say you're dumb. Don't say, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Or if you make a mistake, don't say anything negative about yourself. Because I promise you, you will take that on a cellular level. And it buries itself deep down inside. It's like a fungus. It's like an alien. Think of an alien that has to germinate for a period of time. So they go into a cell and then they just cook. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, you turn into this self-hating, angry person. That means that alien is ready to go, and then your party is over. So you want to make sure you do not say negative things about yourself. Don't call yourself names. Don't say that you're ugly. Don't say that you're fat. Just say you're full of energy and you need a bigger suit to contain all this awesomeness, right? There are so many different things that you can say too for yourself so that you don't do that to yourself. What? It's true.
You are so funny. Just say you need a bigger suit to contain the awesomeness.
Yeah, it's like, honestly. So
be a plump of awesomeness.
Exactly, right? Oh my God, for sure. Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter don't mind. This saying
Dr.
is
Seuss,
very,
no?
yes, Dr. Seuss, because that is very powerful. Always say what you need to say. Don't sugarcoat things. You know, if you come from a place of love, say it. If your family member is poo-pooing on whatever it is that you want to do, just say, look, I got it. I appreciate that you love me. I understand, but I have to do this for me, and I would appreciate it if you would support me and not say anything negative. And then that's okay to do. Make sure that you do not get bulldozed, and make sure that somebody doesn't come and suck out your thunder, and then you don't start living your life and doing the things that you need to do in your lifetime. Very, very important, honestly.
Totally.
Check something really quick. So those are the things that you want to make sure of, and make sure that, you know, everything is working out for your absolute highest good. Oh my gosh.
She's counting it down.
Can you imagine? I am counting it down.
Wow.
Or she is counting it down for
the
sure.
lady from the show, can they hear that? Or do we can
No,
only hear that? Okay.
we can only hear that, but nobody else can hear that. So,
well, what a fun show. Thanks for having me. I love being here. I love that our conversation goes everywhere. It's so fun. It's such a good time.
Yes, totally. I totally appreciate having you here.
I love when you call me like, hey, come on the show. Let's talk about something.
I know, right?
Hey, what are we talking about? Fears?
Oh my gosh.
All right, then.
I
Let's
know.
do it. I love
it.
It's the best.
Oh my gosh, you guys. It has just been such a pleasure participating with each and every one of you. And I know that the show is coming to a close. And I wish you many, many love. We will see you next week. And I don't know what we're doing next week, but I'm sure it'll be awesome.
Have a great week.
Friends.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for having me again,
and
Rita.
thank you, Suzanne. I love it. I love you always being here.
I love being here with you.
It's amazing. We've got 24 seconds.
24.
So don't let the fear stop you anymore, and don't listen to the people who are around you. Always do what you need to do. Live your life for yourself, no one else. Live your life for yourself and your maker. That is it. It's your life. You do you. And don't let anybody stop you. I love each and every one of you. Have an amazing week.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay. Great show, man. Open this. Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you so much. I love you. You guys have a great day. Thank you, Cindy.
Bye, Cindy.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to say thank you to Cindy. You are awesome. Thank you so much for being my moderator, and I absolutely love and adore you. You guys have a good one. I love you. Bye-bye.